Blessings, luminous ones. Welcome back to the Magpie Library. Today's video is a little different. It's a chatty get ready with me. I've got my brushes, my mirror, and of course my cup of tea. And as I do my makeup, I want to invite you into a new challenge I'm starting for myself this month. Sample September. Now you all know I love perfume. My collection's not small, but it does have room to grow. And I want to make sure that I'm growing it mindfully. But here's the thing. So many of us, it's me. I'm us. We buy, collect, chase new bottles, and forget to really live in the perfumes we already have. So for the month of September, I'm not buying any new bottles. Instead, I'll be diving into my treasure trove of samples. I've got all of these, and a whole box here, and a couple other stashed around. I'll be diving into this treasure trove of samples that I've already collected, haven't really taken the time to get to know. So I'll really be testing them, wearing them, deciding which ones are actually fit for me, and maybe even worthy of a full bottle. So let's get started with the get ready with me, and I'll tell you a little bit more about this challenge. As I blend in my foundation, I like to think of it as lying on the base of a sponge. Just like perfume, the canvas matters. The right base lets everything else blend and bloom fully. Let's talk about the rules of Sample September. The rules that will be guiding Sample September for me are for daily use. I can only wear perfume samples from my sample stash. If there's a special occasion, like a party or a special date night, or some magic that calls for a specific scent note, then I'm allowed to reach for one of my travel sizes or full bottles. But even on those occasions, the idea is to try to find something in my samples first and try to see if there's anything in my stash that fits the vibe. Think of it as mindful spell work, using what you already have to discover new magic. I'll be keeping track of how many samples I have at the start, and I'll be giving weekly updates and sharing what I wore, what surprised me, and whether any of those little vials have earned a place on my wish list to be in my permanent collection. I'll also be posting my daily perfume picks and the magical correspondences over on my TikTok and Instagram and some YouTube shorts, so you can follow along there if you want more bite-sized spell work. As I fill my brows and sweep on eyeshadow, I frame my intentions, just like when I'm choosing a fragrance for the day. Part of the reason I'm doing this is because perfume, like witchcraft, is about intention. Collections aren't just about having, they're about using and making beauty a lived experience, not just a shelf display. It's about mindful indulgence. Yes, I want pleasure. Yes, I want beauty. But I want it rooted in presence, not impulse. And sometimes the most magical practice that we can do is to use what we have. Let our perfumes, our candles, our tea collection reveal themselves to us more deeply. And here's where it gets fascinating for me. Perfume is chemistry. The way the fragrance blooms on your skin is totally different from how it smells in the bottle or on paper or in the store with 150 other scents clouding the air. So in the store, you're never really getting the truest version of the scent. That's why I like to test perfumes, collect samples, buy a travel size to try for a while, because only then do you really start to understand the full story of the fragrance. The best thing is to get a sample and take it home and cast your spells with it and wear it daily. That's the whole point of Sample September, to give these samples a fair trial. This is the new Southern Gothic palette by Mob Beauty, and I'm obsessed. But I digress. This is the whole point of Sample September, to give these samples a fair trial, to let them unfold over hours, over days, on my actual skin in real life. And now for some color. This is where the magic really comes alive, when intention meets manifestation, just like applying fragrance. It's all about placement and timing and knowing how to let it bloom naturally. I would love for you to join me in this challenge. As I finish my lips and set my face, I seal the spell, and I include perfume in that. If you have a drawer of forgotten samples, consider this your invitation. Join the challenge to explore your collection more fully and see what treasures are hiding under your radar. Perfume is spell work, transformation in a bottle. And this September, I'm stepping into that magic, one sample vial at a time. If you're joining the challenge, please leave a comment below. Are there any particular samples in your collection you're looking forward to giving a try? Share this with friends who love perfume or witchy rituals. And don't forget to subscribe so we can keep continuing to grow this community of magical, mindful collectors together. Until next time, remember that self-care is resistance, joy is resistance, queer joy, trans joy, black joy, all resistance. Tend to yourself as though you are sacred, because you are. Bye, friends.